Doing nothing.
Okay, well, we're live, and welcome everybody to the Friday edition. I love saying that, the Friday edition of the Memory Bound video. And we are here. I'm Kelly here at Memory Bound. We're in central Iowa. I might have trouble speaking today, but that's okay because Diane's here and she'll cover for me.
Yeah, well, it sometimes takes all of us.
Often it takes all of us. But it's a great day because Diane is here with her album. She spent a lot of time 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Talking all about Elizabeth crafts and the planners, the sidekicks, the dies, the stamps. And today you're going to get to see her album. So you're in for a real treat.
So let us know if you have any questions.
Yes, if you have questions about Elizabeth crafts, you can type them in the comments and we will try to answer them the best we can. And she's got product to show us. So we are going to have so much fun this morning, and it is a great day here in Iowa. And look at that wall, that beautiful wall behind us.
Yeah, people have commented that they love shopping there now because they can see
it's spread out, and and Diane, it's not even all of it. There's more in another place.
We do have 2 spots for it now.
We're a big Elizabeth craft store, and we love that.
Yes.
We might not have 1 million square feet, but we've got a lot of Elizabeth crafts here at Memory Bound. Okay, well, let's start. Before we do that, let's show this new stuff. Well, I think I'll just stand right here, Diane. Do you want to show?
Well, how about you? You know more about this than I do.
All right, well, here we go. So we got in a new collection. We showed you on Wednesday Peggy's pages that she made with Noteworthy from Simple Stories. Oh, you know what? We might have to open this real quick. So we have the collection pack and quite a few of the embellishments, and we'll show you Peggy's pages again.
And this is a new collection from Simple Stories.
Yes. It's called Noteworthy. And
Good morning from Canada.
Wow, hello Canada. We love that. It's got a paper for every month, but they're not necessarily seasonal. So you've got January and you've got February, but you don't really see any hearts on here. So it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. And you've got March. Look at the paper clips.
Oh, I haven't looked at those. These are fun.
It's cool to see it. And if you look at them, they all have the big panel that has the month, and you could put the year here or your name. And then they've got this calendar that looks like a Rolodex. So they're all have kind of the same pattern going.
I love that. Little moments, big memories. I got to remember that one.
Yeah, that's a good one to remember.
Yep.
Or don't want to forget this.
Yeah.
So this is a great collection. I'm not even showing the backs.
Oh, fun.
Whoa.
Wow.
I love that. This is a great collection if you want to do an album for the year. And look at that journaling block right there.
So fun.
So we'll just flip through these. There's July, and we've got August. And you could add, if you want to do a 2-page layout with each of these, you can always add your seasonal things on the other side if you want to. Like if you want to add some Halloween, you could certainly do that.
What's on the back of that? It's envelopes?
Yes.
Postcards.
Okay, I'm loving this now too, Diane, I have
am
to say.
Too.
Plan for good things. There's that calendar again.
I'm kind of into calendars
Look at that.
now.
That like file folder.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Ooh, I love that paper.
Oh, and look at the scissors. Crafty babe, easy to handle. Simply snip your way to creativity and confidence. These scissors make the cut. Oh my gosh, I don't know how they think of this.
Oh, my memories. Wow.
And there's some
love
paper
the
with some big
numbers.
numbers. And then here's the sticker sheet. And that's called Noteworthy from Simple Stories. And then we have the foam stickers.
Love, not necessarily into foam, but I do like the big words.
It's nice. And these,
Yes.
you
Love
don't
the big
see
words.
big words. Even the chipboard words aren't quite this big.
Nope.
But like for the record, captured, it's a great one just to kind of record your life.
Yeah, love that one.
And then we have the brads and chipboard elements.
Yeah, they're liking this.
It's really fun. We didn't get it the first time around. It came in a little later. And there's the enamel dots.
Okay, Janet, Kelly and I both have green lights. Let us know. She says she's got 3 devices going and it's hit and miss on all of them.
For sound?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should have somebody check here. because you don't want to miss this, because this is the chipboard.
Yeah, these are
frames.
so fun.
Chris, will you check us? Okay. And I'm going to flip it. Look at the glasses, and we're going to show you those in use. So it's got the glasses, the typewriter, it's got the Rolodex, the clipboard, all those fun office supply things. And I love office supplies.
Yep.
The other thing that I think is terribly fun with this collection is the big bits and pieces. And okay, who remembers these erasers? Look at that pink eraser.
Yep,
It's
everybody
got
had
like a date stamp, a telephone.
Date stamp.
Diane, we're going to have to reorder this. It's got clips. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And you guys, there's a card kit. So here's a card kit that makes 8 cards.
Give me a date stamp.
And it's got
Date.
everything you need to make the cards. No envelopes, but you can always get those. We've got envelopes for you here. And they say, hello, my friend, smile, you mean the world to me, have a great day, you're the best, call me anytime. So that's a really cute set too.
Okay, we're good on sound.
All right, well, we're glad we're good on sound. Okay, so noteworthy from Simple Stories. And then, Diane, can you go over here and just pan across? These are the layouts that Peggy did. She took a virtual class for us.
Well, let's, I guess, start at the
from
beginning.
our trade shows. And you can see how they use the chipboard frames and all the papers. They cut them apart rather than leaving them whole. And when you get to September, I had a wow on September. And I had a wow on July. There's a lot of wows in here. But look at this. When you come to July, Diane, look at this little, it looks like a little composition book, and it opens up.
Cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Cute, cute.
And then here's just some ephemera and some chipboard pieces. And September has a surprise.
Yeah, look at those glasses.
Aren't they hilarious? I love those. So we were talking about documenting your year, and I honestly have not really seen this collection until we opened the paper today. And it has a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, another collection that we've been getting in, totally different. It's called Hydrangea, and it is from Nature's Garden. And I opened this paper so you could see it. Oops, let me move that sticky
It is
tape.
rather pretty.
So here are the papers. They're two-sided. Look at the back of that one.
Wow.
With the postmarks. I think I can maybe show it better here. Now
It's gorgeous.
this is the 6x6 and the 12x12. Look at that one with hydrangeas.
Yeah.
The 12x12 hasn't arrived yet, but it's coming.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it does have the linen cardstock that matches it. So those are brand new. Hydrangea. Hydrangea. Do you say hydrangea or hydrangea?
Hydrangea.
Hydrangea. I've got a beautiful pink one in front of our house, and last year it didn't bloom. It's always bloomed, but last year it didn't. So
I love them, but I have trouble growing them.
Okay, and then the big news is the Super Bowl Sunday, which I cannot wait for.
We've
We've got Iowans playing in it this year, so it's pretty exciting.
We're really excited.
So we just wanted to let you know that we have a pretty good football section in our themes and under sports, and you'll find collection packs. So if you're having a party or you're just celebrating football, if you go to shopping and themes and then go to sports and then football, there's a little bit of a trail to get there. But if you are having a party or you just want to do some layouts, or maybe you've got a football player in high school or a younger child playing, or you just love football, here's some 3D stickers from Reminisce. And they are our neighbors right here in Iowa, so we carry their product.
Yep.
And we've got some die cuts, some general football die cuts.
Which are awesome.
They're really fun. If you were like making a cake or dessert, I think you could just stick this on a pick.
Yep.
And these you could cut apart if you want a little football confetti. And then we don't have anything for the 49ers, but we do have things for the Chiefs, the Chiefs team is only 3 hours from Memory Bound, just straight south.
It's really a hard decision on who to cheer for this year.
Maybe you can explain that better than I can.
Yeah, we have Brock Purdy was the Iowa State quarterback for 4 years. So we have always been a Brock Purdy fan.
Absolutely.
And then George Kittle, who plays for the 49ers, was a Iowa Hawkeye player.
I No, I think it's cool that
Yeah.
we've got Iowa is represented on both teams.
Yeah, and we've always loved,
And you got to love Mahomes.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
an awesome guy.
So put in the comments if you're rooting for the 49ers or the Chiefs, and then we'll kind of see what everybody's thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're ready to
Okay.
do our Elizabeth crafts, unless we have some questions.
I'm going to make a football sympathy card for my friend when the Chiefs beat the 49ers.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's
a sympathy card when their team loses.
That's great.
Oh,
That was
that's
Pam.
a very fun idea. So keep that in mind too, everybody.
Okay.
When you started to say that, I'm like, oh, their friend must have really loved football.
Okay, keep talking. I'm going to go grab a
Really
couple more
love
things.
football, and then I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. That's super fun. They've got a lot of Chiefs fan. Okay, Debbie wants to know what you need to make the pages. So what you're going to need the collection pack, which we showed. And really, if you wanted to have a nice variety of everything, if you would get the collection pack, and then you could get the foam stickers for some of your titles. Peggy used the page pieces, but we don't have those, but I think some of these would work just fine, the foam stickers. And then she used the chipboard frames, and there's those glasses and the typewriter. And then these, she did not, I don't think she used either of these, but I think they'd be a great add-ons. If I was making it, I'd probably just get one of each of these and just have them in my
The ephemera,
stash.
the bits, the big bits are
These
really
are
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, and then some color vibe. Let's just walk over here and see how many pieces of color vibe or cardstock. If you have cardstock, they've got color vibe for the background. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like maybe about 10 sheets of
Looks like
color
they did
vibe.
use some of the.
Oh, okay, that's February.
Yeah, that's the back of February.
But you could put cardstock. You
That's
could
kind
use
of
cardstock
neat.
or color vibe. So you need like background papers for each month. And seriously, these have so many different colors in them that you'd probably be okay having just a variety. Because like September, you could go with blue or red, or you've got gold, different colors. All right.
Okay, shall we just go over here to the wall
Sure.
to start with, and we'll just kind of pan
So 2 weeks ago, Diane took
all
the
the
mystery
dyes.
out of Elizabeth Crafts, who is a huge vendor for us.
and just really, really nice people, great to work with, and they ship really
And
fast.
fast shippers, which we
Yes.
love, don't we?
Yep, they're out of Denver. But these are all the ones that we have in stock, and I will have to say that we have an order coming in on Monday that I was able to reorder some of the ones that are out of stock, but there is still a lot of good ones that are out of stock. It's not that we choose not to carry them. We just can't buy them yet.
If they don't have them, we can't.
Right.
We can't get them if
No.
Elizabeth Crafts doesn't have them. They don't distribute through distributors. They ship everything direct. So
Right.
it's not like we can try other vendors for it.
We do have a pretty good selection though right now. So
So we just pan through all the planner essentials, which is the larger size.
Yep.
And then there's the Sidekick. And Diane's probably going to show us the difference in the albums.
Yep,
And-
I'll do that. I'll show you the latest ones. These are from Esther. She is one of Elizabeth Craft designers.
I do not remember that one. Is that a new one?
This is a little older one. This is from David, the art
Timeless rounded corners.
journal.
Huh. Nice pocket.
Yeah. And then let's see. So this one, 2103, 2104, 2105 are the 3 newest ones.
And these are those postage ones
Yeah.
for the Sidekick.
And then the other new one that we are out of is the Sidekick version of this.
Okay. And
Which
you
is
explained
really cool.
all of that
Yep,
for us.
yep.
And she's probably going to show it today too. So these 3 that Diane just mentioned, they all have kind of that postage stamp border on them. kind of the little zigzaggy border.
Yeah, they're really neat. And if you follow Esther, she did a really neat video on. It was in Dutch, but
you can watch it.
I just watched it.
You can figure it out.
It was really cool how she used that as a stencil. So I'm going to have to try that.
And go back to our blog and type in Diane, and you'll see her videos from a couple weeks ago. And she's also gave us a list of people that she follows and all the Elizabeth crafts. There's so many different Facebook pages.
Yes, there's lots of Facebook groups that you can join for Elizabeth crafts.
We just had a question about this one, and what is this one called? Toolbox?
Yep, Toolbox. It is 2029, and it's loaded. Just look at all the stuff that dies that
Even
are
the
in there.
chain, even the chain on there is pretty funny. Okay, so those are that's our wall of Elizabeth crafts, and then we do have.
Oh, this is one that people have been asking for.
We've got the alphabet that's here, and we've got stamps, and we've got the papers.
Okay, this is called the ATC Special Kit from David. And this is the one that Diana used when I showed
And you
her.
showed hers.
Yep, her ATC, and she used, well, it comes with an album.
Oh, it's got that little
Yep,
artist album.
It's got the cork album. That this is the only way that you can buy that. And then this is the die that this piece here made a kind of a small little notebook thing. And then it's got the library card, and it's just got tons of, and this piece here has got, it cuts slits out, so it makes little pockets. So this is a neat one. And then it also comes with a set of stamps.
So some of these dies are going to cut out your stamps.
Yep.
And that is $59.99.
Yep.
And you know what? Diana is going to be here in March, and she is going to show us how to use it and make some ATC cards.
Yeah,
that's
ATC
ATC is an artist trading card, and they're 3x4. I'm pretty sure that's the size.
Yeah.
And we were wanting to find out how many people would be interested in learning more about ATCs, or how many people actually do ATC cards, because we were thinking about kind of bringing that to Memory Bound and showing how to make them, and maybe having a swap. I don't know. It's all in the early stages.
It really was popular probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I quit following ATC, but then now since David, who is a designer for Elizabeth Crafts, is kind of resurrecting it. So a lot of his dies are from the art journal that is the same size as like
that fits the ATC.
Yeah, that fits the ATC.
They're kind of a collecting thing.
Yeah, and they're really fun to make, and they're a great project to make you use all your stuff, because anything goes. Dyes and stamps and texture paste and inks and whatever you want. So Diana will be here.
I don't know the date. In March. She'll be here in March, and then we're trying to figure out some of the logistics of doing like a swap and things. And
so
a lot of people are saying they're interested, Diane. So
good.
Might be a good thing for us.
And it's a great way to use your stash.
There's Janine. We got Janine here, and Becky's going by, and Chris. We got our Friday crew is here. And look at everybody. Doug got me a Starbucks this morning, so I got that sitting right here.
How exciting.
And
I don't even know where to start. So I guess we'll start with the album cover. Okay, an update. This is the Espresso Planner, and it has been out of stock. And I was just able to order a few of them. I couldn't order very many, but there will be coming in the Monday shipment. So this is
so we'll have more.
The Espresso. The black, vintage black, is still out of stock, this is the Sidekick vintage black, and that's out
So
of
you
stock
can see the
yet.
size difference. And
Yep.
Diane went through all of
So
this.
there's your 2 different sizes right there.
And we also like to say it's a planner in the Elizabeth Craft world, but to us it's an album.
Yeah, yeah. We have, this is the latest one. It's called Taupe, even though it really isn't taupe.
Kind of depends on the lighting.
Yeah, it does. But we have a couple of these left. This is the embossed one. Do you want me to take
Oh,
it
no,
out?
I can see it. We can
Okay.
see it really well.
This is the embossed one, and we have a couple of these left, and then they're out of stock right now.
And
so
those-
if you think
those are
you
really
want
fun,
one,
too.
these are like, how much are these?
We don't know how much they are, but
$26.99.
what was that one called again?
This is Taupe,
Taupe. Okay.
and it is the A5 planner, so it's the bigger one. This is the Sidekick, so really you can kind of see the
Yeah.
difference. And I have found out that I didn't know a lot of people would use the Sidekick, but I've talked to a lot of customers in the last couple weeks that they love the Sidekick size. And I showed you how to use the regular ones in the dies in the Sidekick, and then the Sidekick ones in the planner.
We
and
learned
then
a lot from you, Diane, that's for sure.
and then we also found out that the pages fit in the snap.
So the Simple
Yep.
Story snap binders, which a lot of people love those. They come in so many colors.
Yep. So that's kind of an overview. So what I did is I used gesso and took my radio paintbrush and just lightly
That was
covered
funny.
the whole thing with gesso. You need something to have your stickers or your paint, your rub-ons hold to. So that's what, it's kind of like a primer.
That's a good description for it.
So
I
it's
think.
like a primer, and I did that all the way around. And then I just did all my rub-ons. And if you want to go back and look at the videos that I did, Janet will
She
probably
actually
put a
showed
link.
us how to do it.
Yeah.
You did a little piece on the inside so we could see how to do it.
And I used all of these. I went to my stash and I pulled out all of my rub-ons. I really used a combination of these 6 different rub-ons. And these rub-ons, the big ones, I love those big words.
So this is Spectrum Gardenia, and we don't really have a lot of the Spectrum Gardenia. I think we just have some paper, but we do have the rub-ons.
Yep.
And
you'll see.
oh, okay, there we go.
I just did that one last night. I don't have the insides
Happiness.
all done, but I knew I wanted to put that happiness there. I love the size of it.
And I think that is under the packaging here, the happiness. But you can see
Oh,
the
could
words,
be.
and they have
Yep.
a little bit of white kind of distress underneath of them, which, oh, thank you, Diane. I didn't think to turn it over. So there's where you can see, and it is at the top of the package. It's got like definitions and
Oh, I love it.
just really great things.
And
that-
then, let's see, this was the one down here is the one I started with. So I put that's the very first one I put on, and it's on that one
okay,
because I
and that's-
love that
That
saying.
is the Simple Stories Botanical Rub-Ons,
Yeah.
and here it is right here.
It's part of the
We don't
collection
remember days, or
that
we
I'm
remember
using.
moments.
And then this big one here is this one here. I love these. This is called Typeset.
So it's also from the Simple Vintage Essentials, and in these you get 2 sheets, so you get a lot of different things. These are great backgrounds.
And let's see. Oh, this calendar I thought was really fun. So this is what I did here. I put the rub on, and then I took a red Le Pen and circled
I can't believe the Le Pen
2024, 2023 to 2024 August, and then the date of my birthday.
So
Yeah.
this is a 1-year album for Diane,
Yep.
and these are called Date Essential Rub-Ons.
And I'm sure it's going to be 2 albums.
I think maybe it is now that you've gotten started.
I have, and I'll tell you, I thought it was going to be just zip through
There's
it, but
more
I can't
to
zip.
record.
I
There's
just
more to
can't zip
record,
through
isn't
it.
there, than you think?
Yes, yeah, there are a lot of pictures that I want to put in this album, so I'm sure it'll be ended up. And then this one is just fun with all the words, and I just put fun words that meant something to me. And the other thing that I want to put on here, and I was thinking of it last night that I didn't put on here, and now I can't remember what it was.
It'll come to you.
It will come to me. Something that I needed to
This is
to put on
Vintage
here.
Bits Defining Words 01. And the back of it, the one side is the words that Diane used, but then the back of it,
Yeah, it's good too.
it's really good little, like
Yep.
background typey things.
Yep.
Typey things.
Yep. And then this one is just fun too, with all the kind of the faux Scotch tape looking, and all the fun words,
And that's Vintage Essentials 01.
and I just go find.
What's the
Fun
other
words.
page in that one like?
Oh,
and
that
it's
one.
got your kind of greeneries
Yep.
and butterflies.
Yeah, and I'll
Greeneries.
eventually use that one too. But
Okay, there's a couple questions. Do the Le Pen smear with water?
with water,
Are they waterproof? I don't really know.
I don't know. They're just they're really a cheap.
They're like
marker.
$2. I think it stuck to her album because of the gesso. I think if
could
you
be.
just tried to write on the leather part, the Le Pen would not have worked. But being with the gesso,
I mean it, and I didn't heat set any of this. I did it, and then I kind of let it set for a little bit. So I suppose you could zap it with a heat gun too.
and then they're asking, is the Iowa a rub-on?
Okay. The Iowa here and here are stamps, and I didn't grab those this morning, but I will have somebody go get them. This is a stencil, which we have, and then this Iowa with the home in it is a stamp. The Iowa stamps and stencils, please. So Katie will go get those and I'll show you, but they're either a stamp or a stencil, and I used black archival ink when stamping any
and that
of this.
is waterproof.
Or red. I think it was geranium is the red I used.
And I remember you mentioned that stamping wasn't easy on
No,
the
stamping
book.
was
It looks
not
like it's
easy.
fine here because you've got collage paper there.
Well, I stamped it before I put it on.
Oh, that's so
I
smart.
stamped it on after I had a fail up here. This red was a stamping failure.
Good background though.
Yeah. I stamped it on the collage paper and then put it on.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's what I did back here too.
And I think we got your
This
collage
is
paper in, didn't we? Didn't it come in? I thought I ordered it, but
Let me go.
we're gonna. Diane's taking off. She just left me.
Well,
And okay, thanks, Katie. But why Diane
don't
abandoned
think we-
us? Here are the Iowa stamps that we have. Trying to get rid of that glare. We don't have stamps for other states. We just have Iowa because we actually have these made ourselves, and we had
okay.
Dawn's daughter designed them for us. We kind of told her what we wanted, and she drew them all up for us.
Okay.
And we've got our stencils here too.
Yep.
Are
There
decided.
is the stencil. This one right here. It's Iowa Nice.
And
$4.99.
that's a real thing,
Yep.
everybody.
And that's that stencil. So I used the black archival, and then I think I masked off Iowa on here
Oh my gosh.
and used the red. And then this stamp here is this stamp.
And that's Iowa Delight.
Yeah. So there's lots of fun.
So we have
stamps.
greetings from Iowa, more greetings from Iowa, and these include like some holiday things. And then we have Iowa Delight.
Yeah. They're really fun.
I love those names.
Yeah. Yeah. They're fun to use. So
And we did get the collage paper.
yes,
didn't
we did. It is called Document.
So this is the Tim Holtz collage paper that Diane used.
I can't open it up, but it's just real thin, really fun paper to use, and it stamps really nice. And all you do to get that Torin look, you take a water brush and kind of go around the area that you want, and it just pulls apart really easy. Or you can cut it with a
reminds,
scissors.
remember doing that with mulberry
paper,
like
yep.
15 years ago?
Yep. So that's really fun. So this is the collage paper here. This is collage paper here. And then this big chunk here is collage paper. And I put it on with collage medium.
That was my next question.
Yep.
So perfect.
And
so
there's
use your
another
collage medium.
Yep. So that is just a little review on the cover. And
it's gorgeous.
ladies, this was so much fun to do. I got out all the product that I wanted to use, and just there is no right or wrong. Even though my stamping, it's in the background, and it's just fun.
It looks really good, and this is really great because Cheryl did some research for us, and she says, did some research for us. It's like we're,
I know,
you know what?
I
It's
love
like
it.
we're all just one big happy group, and
family.
we are. And it says the Le Pen features a microfine plastic tip, a sleek barrel design. The ink is acid-free, non-toxic, and smudge-proof on most papers.
Perfect.
It's not specifically marketed as waterproof, and so that could be your answer.
Yeah.
So Diane,
Thank you very much.
Don't get your book wet.
Don't plan on it.
All right.
So
thanks,
another
Cheryl.
fun thing that I did is I took the typeset rub-ons, and I had to find a 7 and a 0.
Oh, that was tricky.
So I just cut out the 7 and the 0. And then for the 69 on the back, I cut out this
trickier.
6 and that 9. So have fun with being creative and
Right.
just, I wanted
That was super creative.
I wanted the rub-on numbers. I was bound into trying
I don't
to
think
find
I would have.
some.
I would not have thought of that to cut
Yeah.
those numbers apart.
I love doing things like that. It's just fun to see what you can come up with. Okay, so let's talk a little about the paper that I used for this.
Oh, look at you got your first page. I have not seen this yet, guys.
I do, and I'm going to use.
She's got her first page done.
I'm going to use that
Well,
this morning.
we'll give
Ooh, that
Catherine.
works.
We'll give Catherine
Yes.
another big thank you for sending us our cookbook stand, or
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it's called, but it works really nice.
And you can see I'm not done with the rub-ons and stuff. I just haven't spent a whole lot of time in my room lately. But so some of the paper, this collection came in maybe even last
Maybe fall.
summer, I don't know. And we just never did much with it, but it was always, I
kind-
bought the everything.
It sold itself.
Yeah,
Actually.
it did. And I knew I wanted to use this as my background page. And if you remember all the pages that I made for when I did my demo,
Yeah,
a lot
she
of
showed us
them
a
were
lot of the
made
pages.
from pages like that. But then I went to my stash also. And
So you use the foam stickers, the titles here.
I will.
So
Yeah.
she's got these, so we'll look forward
Yep.
to seeing those.
And the sticker sheet just has lots and lots of fun.
Oh, little
Lots of
phrases.
words and big words and alphabet and yeah.
So just
It's
go
really
check
fun.
out the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Essentials, and you'll find all this good stuff.
Yep. And then I
And it's
used
very neutral.
Used all the. This is the ephemera, which is really fun.
And some,
This one.
and we're not being salesmen here, but some of this is retiring.
Yeah.
So if you love this project and you know you want to do it, I wouldn't wait too long. I can't remember.
the 6x8
Oh, yeah, the
paper
paper
pad,
pad we
is
can't get.
gone. But we do have the collection pack, and we have all the individual papers. So this is the note bits, and this has a lot of fun stuff in it.
I've convinced myself I need to get some of this today.
The chipboard
That's got lots
hardware,
of good words.
metal hardware, but it's all chipboard, but it's got really fun pieces. And I just used one of these, and I'll show you how I
wait to
used
see it.
it. And then these are the botanical bits that are all black and white flowers.
And you can color those in with your watercolors or your Copic markers.
Yeah, my 2 Copic markers that
You can use your 2 Copic markers.
that I own.
Janet just made a comment, and which is a great one, that this is also really good for if you're doing a heritage project.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
So this would
and
be
the
good for that.
words, I love big words, and the words on this product are good.
The song's coming to me when you say that.
They're very usable.
Especially for your project.
Yeah, they just lined up really good. So the other thing that I used was the Tim Holtz backdrops, which
this is his newest one, Volume 5.
They're a favorite, and I'll show you how I wanted colored paper, and this was perfect. It was distressed. It kind of went along with the same with the essentials. And you can put any color with this, which is another nice thing.
Nice neutral.
I didn't think I was going to put any color, but you'll see.
Oh, I can't wait.
That
I'm so excited because I haven't seen it yet.
Put color with it. And then I got out all these other backdrops.
So that's 3 and 4. And these
this is 3 and this is 4 and this is 5.
Are they 6 by 9? I can't or 10.
They are 6 by 10.
6 by 10.
Yep. They're just fun, very vintage looking paper, and that's
Diane's style.
Yeah, it definitely is my style.
You're doing a good job of picking up after you grab something. That didn't happen yesterday. We had a big pile at the end of the day.
So the other thing that I'm using is Elizabeth Craft Reminiscence books, and this is the latest one. This is 6, which I have them all.
I have them too. I've kind of hoarded mine.
And you know,
I've used 5, some of 5.
Okay, this is book 6 here, and it's very neutral. So again, it goes.
Look how well it goes with all of this.
It goes. And the first few sheets are the thin paper. Okay.
So you have the same design in there twice.
Yes.
Text weight and cardstock weight.
But the thing I like about, not necessarily in this book, but I'll show you in one of the other books, they have great cut-aparts. Like
that.
These pages, oh my gosh, they're great cut-aparts. And then back here is the heavier. Same papers here as here. And look at that page.
That you could just, I can see you cutting that.
I love these books. So that's 6. So you will see pages like this one. And again, I'll show you how I use this, but this is out of one of the books. I can't tell you which one, but look at all those fun words, and they're just fun tags. So this is, well, let's see. This is book 3. This was a really fun one. It's got greens and golds and black. I do too. But again, it's just got lots and lots of fun. Look at those big numbers.
Those would be great.
So I just started. Look at that page. Oh.
Diane's loving it all over again.
But again, look at all the fun cutouts that you can have.
Yeah, it's got lots of opportunities.
Look at those words.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where that one came from. So if you don't ever think you would use, excuse me, a book like this, I love it because it's got so many fun cut-aparts.
And Rihanna just said the same thing, that she loves them because of the great paper and the cut-aparts.
Yeah, love that paper. You know, there's lots of tags. Look at those fun tags. So I've used those. So this is just fun paper. And look at the labels that you can cut apart. So, excuse me.
And that's, okay, so we have book 6 is available. Do we have book 5 in stock anymore?
No.
Okay.
I don't even think that
I don't think we can get it anymore. But I remember this came out when we were at the trade show last March. Well, they were releasing it. We didn't get it probably until the summer. But I was so excited because of all the neutral colors.
Yeah.
Because I thought they're going to go with everything, and including Tim Holtz and the Simple Stories Essentials collection.
It goes really well with these collections. So don't think that you can't use your stash, I always start with one main collection, like I did here, and then I just went and grabbed all of my other papers. These are some of the bigger 12 by 12 that they have, and again, they just have a lot of fun. This is
The packages don't do these justice.
no,
with those
the
little hexagons.
Christmas one, but you can see all the fun paper that is in this one too. And I think I can still get this one. I didn't order it, but
Maybe we
it's,
should get some just to
um,
have.
just fun paper, all the cut aparts and everything. And we do have the New Horizon. This was a summer one. Again, it's just got lots of fun paper in it. And there will be some papers that I will not choose
Maybe
to
use
use.
the backs. If you don't
Yep,
like one side,
yep.
look at flip them over and see
Yep.
what's on the back.
And then I know a lot of you have hoarded Tim Holtz papers.
Diane, thank you for bringing all this. She brought all this stuff from home, and thank you for doing that.
I just went to my stash again and got out all my Tim Holtz paper. He used to make 12 by 12 paper, and
Remember last year how we
yeah.
had the Tim Holtz
yes, that was so
vault
fun.
with the TV?
That was fun. So I know a lot of you have this type of paper, and again, it goes really well with the essentials. And red is my favorite color, so I've picked up on just some red paper here and there. So I went to my stash, ladies. I started, and then I just went and grabbed everything.
So you started out by kind of looking at this collection.
Yep.
And then you pulled everything in that went with
Yep.
it, including like your stash and some new things, and got it all together.
Yep.
And
And then all my embellishments too. I didn't bring all of my embellishments, but you know I have vintage looking trays that I just set everything on. So that's kind of how I got started. So this is my first page. And it's kind of my opening page. And what I did is,
oh my gosh, this is amazing.
this is the album that goes with the Vintage Essential Kit. And it comes with all of these fun pages in it.
All of the, well, the striped snap binders are empty, but all the other ones come with pages and page sleeves.
Yep. So what I did is I took a
Oh,
page
you're so
like
tricky.
I took a page like this, and let's see. This is.
Did you fussy cut that?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
So I took a page like this, and I just fussy cut all along there, and that made my edge. So this is just a generic background, and then I added this. So it's a little hard to see, but, and then I made a pocket.
Oh, there's a, okay.
So you can see what I did here. I used this paper with the music, and then I cut this edge out and glued it on there.
Oh, okay. So just the edge. you
Just
glued
the
on.
edge.
Okay.
Because I love that edge.
Yes. It's a good edge.
So you can see how I did that. And then this is a piece of ephemera that I made a pocket out of. And I just use repositionable tape on this to begin with so I could show you what I did.
Well, we appreciate that a lot.
And then all of these things are out of some of the ephemera or bits and pieces. And I wanted to include my husband. So instead of just saying all about me,
yes.
I put you and me. And the you and me I cut out of something. I just went and found
So
the
she got it
you
out
and-
of her stuff.
Yep. And then I typed on here August 2023 through August 2024, my last year in my 60s. And then I thought this was fun. This was out of one of the reminiscence books. Cut that out. Typed remember on that.
Oh, you did? Okay. I thought maybe it came that
Nope.
way.
I don't think so. I do a lot of typing. Yeah, I think I...
And we have shown that in a previous video,
Yep.
how you can type onto your ephemera.
And then I thought it was really fun to add an arrow. So I wanted some red on here because it's my favorite color. So that's how I added the
My
red.
eye keeps going to the arrow.
Yep. So it just points to the rest of the album.
Right. That makes you want to open it up.
So this is a piece that I will write why I decided to do this album. And I'll probably use that, and then I'll go on the back too. But this made a really fun little tuck spot here for my little story that I will add. So that's my first page.
It's amazing, Diane. It
And
really
then
is.
this is off of it's an Elizabeth Craft die.
The little clip. Is
Yeah.
that from it's not the postage, but that postage one has clips.
Yeah. Sorry, there's so many. I have so many
That's
dies.
okay. We don't need to know every little thing.
Okay. So then I started with our family vacation last year. Even though it was kind of in July and kind of in August, this is where I wanted to start because I had family pictures, current family pictures. So that's how I decided where I started. And this page, I used this die, this background die, 2057, tab 6 with turn button frames. This has got a lot on it, but this is the background, and I just glued them both together. And then I just went through, again, here are those.
Those from the book
Yep.
there that you cut out.
Yep. Love this place. It's from one of the other collections, but they just make really neat journaling little
it's part of the
tabbies.
paper that you cut out.
And then I just attached Lake of the Ozarks and put in the sticker book is lots and lots
So the
of
treasured moments
verbiage,
right there is
yep.
actually a sticker
Yep.
from the Simple Vintage Essentials. And you'll see all these little, kind of like skinny little sticker words. Now, I don't think I can read that, but maybe somebody else can. But we do have treasured moments in there.
But this is where I added the August 2023. This is a die here, this one right here. And again, these dies have so many fun dies on them.
You just have to
gotta
stop and
use
look.
them.
You have to
Yep.
stop and look at them
Yep.
because
So I thought that was a neat one. And this is how I added color. I decided I needed more color and just not the black and the white and the brown. So I went to my Tim Holtz, this, and this is where a lot of the blue that I'm matting
So
came
it's
from.
still color, but it's a softer color.
Yep. So I decided I kind of changed my mind as I got started, and I am adding color to it. Again, I just did this is our whole family, this is the boys, and then I did the kids, all of their families, and these little, they're from this, and this, I'm sorry, but it has been discontinued, but I love all of these arrows
That's
and
how you
flags.
did, she did her
and-
journaling. And
yep.
you could also
Yep.
cut that too.
Oh, definitely. And then I just popped up the heart and put some hearts by all three, and that's our
Looks good, that's for
wonderful
sure.
family. Oh, and then the date stamp.
Oh, we love our date
Yep.
stamp.
Yep. Added that up here.
So let me zoom in on that. She's got a little date there.
And you know what? As I go on, I will probably go back and add stuff to these pages.
I bet you will, yeah.
Because I didn't add that at the beginning, and it was laying on my desk, and I thought, oh, I need to go back and add that.
Well, and I think you just get it going, get it
Yep,
started, and
yep,
get
get
your
it
basics
started.
down, and then you can go back and do other
Yep.
things. Now that page with the swirlies on the side,
Yes.
is that discontinued?
It is.
Okay.
You might have it. It
Oh,
is
that was- I'm sorry, you did show that.
1745. So that's.
You know, they discontinue them,
Yep.
but they come out with more new ones.
There's nothing we can do about that. So then these are more like pictures. I again decided I was only going to put a few pictures in, but
Oops.
I couldn't. So
Hard to choose.
it is, especially at a big vacation, there's so many fun pictures, and I just decided I was going to put in whatever I wanted to put in.
Thus, more than one book, right?
I'm not going to hold myself to 1 page or 2 page, and some of the things we do will be only 1 page, but I'm just kind of going with it. I made a pocket page, and I told the story of going to the lake.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And
I like your eyelets that you used.
And then I used, this love is probably out of one of the ephemera packs, and then the story.
Oh, do we still have some of those left?
We just have a few left. They are 99 cents, and you get 2.
These are the Tim Holtz little metal embellishments, and they say story, and Diane used it somewhere else.
On the cover.
On the cover.
Yeah.
And you can get, we've got them separate, and they're only 99 cents. And we have, it looks like maybe 4 still available. So if you want those, don't wait. You can always get the whole package with all of them.
Yeah, they do. And let's see what else. This background paper right here is out of the Reminiscence 4. Again, it's just got lots of fun pages, but that's where I got some of the blue and then some of the blue out of here too. And then I used a pocket page, and we are currently out of the Planner Essential pocket pages. We have 1 left of the Sidekick ones, but more are coming. So this is arriving Monday. And the Planner Essential ones are pretty much the same. You get a variety, and that's the only way you can buy them.
That's what's kind of neat is they only come in a variety.
Yep.
So you get a lot of different ones in one package.
Yep. So this one has the big one at the top, 2 smaller ones, and then another big one at the bottom. And I brought my printer today, so I'll kind of talk about how I print the small pictures. But this was one way to add a lot of pictures. You can see I have a lot of pictures on that page.
And they're little, but you can see them just fine.
Yep. So that was my first pages of what we did. And then on the back page is where I started our next event.
Oh, okay.
So this is when we went to Canada. Again, I used one of those, one of these, but I took one that I will never use the word and then typed over it.
Put the paper over it.
Put
That's
the paper
a good idea.
over it, yep. And then I had some page refills from Elizabeth Craft that we had gotten in a kit that the holes were punched wrong.
Oh.
And I didn't know that till I had all of this done, or I had forgotten about it. So all I did is I put strips of paper down both sides and repunched my holes.
Okay, but that's a good idea if you want to use these in the snap binder, because you'll have extra holes.
Yes.
The snap binder only has 2 rings, and most of us don't really care if there's extra holes in your pages, but that would be a good way to cover them up if it was an issue.
And I just used my Crop-A-Dile then to punch the new holes.
And I see your little rub-on there.
Yep,
the 08.
used another
it's right here.
rub-on, and I took my Le Pen and then just boxed out the week that we were gone.
That's so good. Such a good idea.
I really, when I bought these, I had no idea what I was using.
Well,
and
I
I usually don't buy things if I'm not going to use them, but for some reason.
You're showing us good ideas for it.
And then, let's see. Oh, I made a...
Got a little tag that
comes
out.
So it goes it goes with the fishing. This is where I typed up my my little story about where we went fishing. And I made a pocket then.
You have done a lot.
I made a pocket on this side, and these are out of the blue in here, these film strips. So I used one as a mat, and then I used the rub-on and made a pocket, and then this is where my journaling goes. And it really works well.
Elena has an idea also on the side where you repunch that you could put washi tape along there and repunch it.
Yep,
That's a great
definitely,
idea.
definitely. And it looks like I have to add some more glue to that one. So that is that page using the, oh, this is so hard upside down.
She's doing it upside down, everybody.
Gracious.
Well, again, we so appreciate you sharing all of this with us.
Okay. So my next page is, this was an event that we just celebrated birthdays. This sun is out of this paper pack. This one. There's a paper in here that's got sun written on it. I think it's this one right up here. So I cut out the sun and I glazed it with
So did you just use like a pen and
Yes.
embossing pen?
Yep. And I wanted to add some yellow to this,
idea.
so that was a great way to add some yellow. And then again, I used some blue. And just, this is this one here. And it is 1941. And this,
Kim says you have great ideas, tips, and tricks, and she loves it all. What is this, 1971?
it's this one right here.
Oh, okay.
So it makes this little,
It's called Photo
Little
Film
folder.
Slides.
yep,
And it makes this that opens?
that little book. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
How do they think of that? So you can kind of see it here.
But you know, I had never used this. I had never used this die except for the
I know
that.
you use the film strip.
Yep.
Or
but I had never used this, and I was
love
bound
it.
and determined to use it. Again, one of my ideas is taking a die and using it on this page or for this event. Take 2 dies
Yeah.
and try to incorporate using those dies on your page. So that's another
Kind of a challenge.
challenge. Yep. And then this was a new set of stamps that we had gotten in, and I loved it. I usually don't like, I don't ever buy December or monthly ones, but I loved this stamp right here, that one.
Okay, and this is Stamperia.
Yes, and they are called, what did I end up calling these? Calendar stamps.
Are they in our calendar section?
They're under Stamperia stamps. Sorry, Janet, I'll have to go out. But look how fun that is. So I stamped it on here. I did August, Sunday, August 27th is when.
So a great way to document
Yep.
your date.
Yep.
And I saw them use this piece here, and they were making a journal, and they just stamped that randomly on the pages to do your journaling.
And I'm sure I will use all of these throughout.
So how much are those?
$10.99. They're
So
very
they're
reasonable.
$10.99,
Yep.
and they're from Stamperia.
There's the codes right there. That might help Janet.
WTK 178 and WTK 179.
But I also really liked summer, spring, winter, and fall. How fun are
Well,
those?
it's got your months,
Yep.
and it's got these
Weeks
little
and-
pieces,
Yep.
and then this one's got lots of little icons if you wanted to do some bullets or just add some little pieces. And when they did these lines right here, the demo that I saw, then these days of the week line right up with it. So if you were on a trip and you wanted to line up your days of the week, and you could say like Sunday, drove to Estes Park, Monday hiked,
Yep.
blah, 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 Tuesday ate ice cream, whatever it was.
So those are fun, brand new stamps. So I just took one of my little pictures of the group, made some, put summer. I did use summer off of that one. And then just put a collage of pictures and did some rub-ons. And then I made a pocket out of this, and this is where my journaling goes.
Oh, cute.
And this is a piece out of one of the reminiscence. So I never, hardly ever use my own handwriting, but I'm going to try in this album. I think it's a must to use my handwriting. And then I needed I needed more space, so I put an arrow and I attached it to, this is again out of one of the reminiscence books, and finish my journaling and then use the date stamp. So that's a great way to journal. And then I just tucked that in there. Then I thought, my husband's birthday is in August too, and I thought it'd be fun to try to incorporate this die.
Oh, the number reinforcers.
Yep. So what I did is, you'll see the 69 for me, and I did my name and my birth date, and then I did Rich and his name and his birth date, and I just attached, kind of
Diane,
glued them.
I'm sorry, but this is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, and then I used
And
the
here's where she got. Here's
way to use those instead of using them as page reinforcements, but that's a great way to
Yes.
put dates or whatever,
I love it.
just using the numbers. And then I just used some of the tabs and did Big Creek Lake and Polk City and the whole reinforcements. So this was just a one-page layout. So I got all of my pictures on one page.
That's good. Well, especially with that little booklet thing with the slides.
So that really helped add some. So this was I belong to a golf league, and I have golfed with these ladies for a long time. So this page here is this die. It is 1867, and the background page is the big one.
So it's rounded. This page is rounded, and it's got stitching along.
Yep, you can see it's got the rounded corners and the stitching.
1867 Planner Essentials 41, and it's called Rounded Corners page, which is the perfect name for it.
And it's a good one. And then this is, a lot of our little boys love to golf, so we had taken 2 of them, and I just wrote up a little verbiage about where we went and why. And then I needed some golf balls. So I had these in my stash, and I cut it apart. So talking of, we
just
were
like the football we were talking about.
cutting apart. And then I cut out golf. So that was a great way to do that.
And that is another Elizabeth Craft die. These letters, I almost thought they were stamped, and you certainly could stamp them.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But it's this set of alphabet that are really fun.
And it's called Alphabet Numbers and More.
Yeah.
And it's 2037.
So when you get things like this, cut them apart, kind of do something out of the ordinary, because I knew I wouldn't ever use the 12 by 12, but it's really easy to cut. And it made a very nice, fun...
Or if you're doing a 12 by 12 layout, it's made to fit across your 12 by 12 layout. Like if this was your page, you could put it along the side or the top or the bottom and do the same thing with it.
Yep. So that was just a fun page, found golfing paper. Again, I went away from using what I thought I was going to use, and
I'm surprised to see your golf paper.
But you know what? It's okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. You still have your craft in there.
Yeah. Yep. So I belong to a golf league. This is my youngest daughter, Janet, and then the 2 other ladies that I golfed with, and then Harrison, and then Gavin and Eli. So we're kind of all kind of golfers. Yep. In our family. So again, this is a pocket page that I used, and then I wrote the story over here.
I do like how you're putting the paper over the...
I think I might even
just kinda
continue
neat.
to do that, even if the holes do line up. It just add another way to add color. And I use the craft because there are sand traps, but there are no sand traps on this.
But there are sand traps.
But I thought it was a good.
And Kathy wants to know how you decide which Elizabeth Craft page to use. And do you pre-cut the pages?
You know what? I cut all of those pages for for
She
the
showed-
demo.
Yeah, when you were doing it all, she cut a little bit of everything
Yep.
she had, I think.
So, and I couldn't use any of these when I started this because I hadn't done the demo yet. These pages I did, so I couldn't use any of these. But now that all the demos are done, I will go back and I will use all of these in some point. You know, I made so many different ones that I will try, yes, to go back
So
and use
for
these.
this book, you were just trying to use everything because you were
Right.
so kind to show us all the
Yep.
different dyes.
Yep. And this is that one die that's got the holes reinforcements.
So you can
I don't
put
know.
any paper
Yeah,
on it.
so you can use any paper. So I will go back and use a lot of these for my background pages because
And
they're
then
already
we had
cut.
a question about this, and this is the 12 by 12 paper pack from Simple Stories. It's Simple Vintage Essentials that we showed earlier that Diane's been using. It's kind of kicked you off, or kind of a
Yes.
jump start.
Yep,
And then
this
she
is what I
brought
started
everything else
with.
in.
Yep. Again, a pocket page, and then I went to my flowers. I had to get some flower pictures in here because August is my home is in full bloom. Everything is
beautiful.
blooming except the peonies, but these are my peony bushes, and so these are all my flower pictures. Then I used this page, which again is discontinued. I'm sorry, but hopefully they will come out with another.
Is it just a plain? Oh,
It's
this is the pocket.
This is the pocket page.
Okay.
It's 1981, and hopefully a lot of you have it because it's just a fun page. And this black and white flower paper is out of this
That's from
package.
Simple Vintage Essentials.
Yep.
It's a good background because then all your colorful pictures
But
pop.
again, I chose to add some color. Oh, it's
You
just,
can't really tell there's
yeah.
pockets there because you got
and
a lot
I
of stuff in
used
them.
some film strips, or I cut. It's out of one of the dies is a film strip one, and I'm not sure if I pulled that, but so this was a great way to just make some tucks. So I added a couple little pictures there. And then I added, this is out of, this piece is,
It's from the
I think
Simple
it's,
Vintage
I think
Essentials.
it's out of this one, maybe, yeah, it's right down there. So I stamped the picket fence on it.
Oh, that's why it looks different.
Yes. And then cut it out of flower paper out of here.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And then, let's see, then I wrote up about when we first built our house and where the peonies came from and how old they are. This is a stamp that I stamped in green. And then I continued on the back. So this is the story of my flowers.
Christina made a really good comment, Diane, because she's always been a 12 by 12 scrapbooker, which many
I
of us,
was
that's
too.
how we started.
Yep.
And she's really loving the smaller size that you're showing.
Well, good. It is a lot of fun. And if you have the capability of printing small pictures, it's a great way to get a lot of pictures. And
Yeah,
I
you
will
can
show
still
you
do a
my
lot of
printer
photos.
when we get done. So on the top of the where'd that die go? Well, anyway, the pockets, I put peony and dahlia and zinnia. And on these two, I cut out just little tabs and used brads to attach them. So I did the three of my favorite flowers. And then on this one, I cut out a tag, and it had the bumblebee on it. So I just cut that out and added that. This was a great way to add some color. So I knew I wanted to add
gosh, it's super colorful.
the yellow and the pink. Because almost all my flowers outside are yellow and pink and white. And then I just made another little tag. with some pictures. These pockets are so fun. And then I stamped, this is out of one of these, this
Oh,
this
I didn't.
piece right here.
I love the saying so well that I missed.
Yeah, so I
didn't
just
even realize
stamped
what it was
on
stamped
there, stamped a little flower, put a butterfly. So this was really a fun page. Went to my stash and found beautiful garden. I had to cut off the, because I didn't want
It
the,
didn't fit.
no. So that is this page, added some ribbon and just a really fun
looks
flower
good.
page.
You have done a lot. I didn't realize you had worked on this so much.
This was even before the video. This is one I put together real quick last night. I'm not
Oh
quite
my
done
gosh.
with this, but this paper here is in here. It's
Oh, yes,
it's
with
the
all the-
ruler page.
That's perfect for...
And I cut it apart.
And remember, we have the paper separate too. So if you
Yes.
just have a project like this, like remodeling or building, the ruler paper is really
so
nice.
that's
I think we can see it. You just
okay.
pull it
There
over.
you go. That's the paper I used. We remodeled. We started in August and remodeled our kitchen. So I thought that would be a fun background paper for.
Perfect. Okay, is
For-
that hammer from the
Yes,
tool that was
yes.
asked about earlier? Look at that.
No,
Is it a different hammer?
it is.
Oh, it's a die.
It
a
is
die
a
cut.
die
It's a die
cut.
cut.
So I grabbed this. I thought, well, everything on there will be appropriate, and I just added the hammer. And then this piece here is out of the hardware.
So that little frame
Yep.
came
They
from the
punch out.
chipboard.
They punch out. And I sanded it down and inked it, and then I put a screw brad.
Oh, fun. It's perfect.
Yeah. So there will be more pictures on this. I just got this page done last night. This is what our kitchen looked like before we started our remodel.
And this is $5.29, and it's called the Tool Pack.
It's got lots of fun things in it.
It does.
So that is as far as I have gotten.
That's a lot. That's a ton.
So I got a few pages done. Just a couple other things quick. This is an Elizabeth Crafts set of stamps. It's monthly. And look how look how fun those
It's a
stamps.
really
So I will
nice-
be using this stamp too.
You know, Diane, you see it in the stamp set, but I'm so
I
glad
know.
you stamped it.
Isn't that
because,
fun?
Yes, it looks really good stamped.
Yep.
And I think these bottom ones are super handy too.
So this will be another set.
Is it just called months?
months?
Okay.
CS341.
CS341 months.
Yep. So I just love the look of that one. And then just quickly, I'm going to
We
tell
get lots
you.
of questions about this.
Okay. So
This is, I have this at home too.
This is the model. This is what I use. It's the Picture Mate Epson 4. Is there a number?
I
on
think there's, I don't
No,
see a number, but it's just the Epson,
Yeah.
Epson Picture Mate.
Yeah.
It's really easy to use.
it? And it's probably 4 years old, so I'm sure there's a more current one out there, but I thought I would just bring it and kind of show you what it looks like. And then these are all the different size of pictures.
They print really beautiful
Yeah.
photos.
Okay, and another reason why I went with an Epson is because they have matte paper.
Right.
I don't like glossy paper, so Epson carries the matte papers. So this is the paper and the ink cartridge all together. So it's
I need to
really,
get mine out. Can you print from your phone with this?
If I probably worked at it, I could.
With mine, I copied Jana's, what she has.
Oh, yeah.
That's Diane's
Yeah.
daughter. And you can print right from your phone, which is super handy.
Both the girls' ones do, but this one I put everything on my desktop computer and I just work off of that.
Then you print from
You
there.
can work off of a disc also. You can put a disc in
Somewhere.
somewhere. How do you go? There.
Oh,
In
there you go.
There. So it does 4x6 pictures, of course. And then it does the 3x4s. So there's 2 pictures on here.
And they don't have to be the same photo.
Nope.
I think that's something to watch for.
Yes. So you can either do horizontal or vertical pictures. You can do 3x4 size, again, either way, vertical or horizontal, and 4 different pictures. And then you can do, let's see, these are 3x2.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then this is 1.5x2, so I have 8 different pictures
my
on
gosh.
there.
I have not done that.
Yes, which I used a lot. And then I had never used this, but these are called, they're called something, I can't remember.
I know the word too, and I can't.
Yeah, but look at all
Like a
the
proof? Are they like a proof
Yeah.
or something?
But look at all the fun little pictures I probably won't use them this small unless I print one subject, one event, and then just stick it in a pocket.
Put the whole thing in the
Yep.
pocket. Yeah,
So-
those are cute.
They are really cute, and really they're not bad.
No, they're really,
Yeah.
you could see them better than you
Yeah.
think.
So I love this machine. Now, the only drawback that I can see to this is if you don't use it,
Yeah.
it gets dry and your pictures will come out with lines and stuff, but there's a cleaning
Yeah,
feature.
you have to do a cleaning.
Maybe a couple times.
Maybe get new ink or something.
Yeah. It will tell you when it's ready to get new ink. And it's real easy. The ink cartridge is right back here. And it comes
Diane,
in
it's
and
so
out.
nice of you to show us, really, to bring this
Well,
in and show it.
I know we've talked a lot
We
about
have,
this.
and we've mentioned it, we've
Yeah.
named it, but
And I told Katie the other day, I said, I think I'm just going to bring it.
Well, I'm
so
glad you
now
did.
you know what we're talking about.
What's-
really easy.
and what's funny is we used to sell these. Do you remember when we sold these?
yes.
We
Yes.
were able to get them wholesale, and we used to sell them, and then we weren't able to get them anymore. There's a question if it will work with a Mac. And I can't tell
I have
you.
Windows, so
You
can
just have
I-
to Google it
Yep,
and see. We
yep.
don't know.
I went out to Epson. The Epson website has these, the Amazon, Best Buy. Best Buy, I went to try to find ink once, probably about a year ago, and they carry some, but not a lot. So I just,
You have to maybe get it online.
yeah, I get it online.
And Holly wants to know, can you print these different sizes by selecting the sizes on your printer, or do you use the app for the printer?
I just use it on my printer because that's how I do it. Now, the one that Kelly and Jana has, you do everything on the app on your phone. You print right from your phone. And Jill's, the one that she has too, you print right from your phone.
And then people say those are called thumbnails. Thumbprints,
Thank you.
thumbnails. So that's what,
That's
or
exactly.
index prints.
Index prints.
And then
Yep.
PJ wants to know, how often do you print so it doesn't gum up?
I try to print at least a couple times a month. So now that I know kind of what I'm doing for this album, if I have an event, I'll go in and print.
Get them printed?
Just print. I think a couple times a month at least would help. It's really easy to clean it. You just push a couple buttons
Yeah, it's very
and then it
user friendly.
works. Yeah.
You don't
Yep.
have to be a computer wizard to use it.
No, and Jana's can do a 5x7. Mine you cannot, but she wanted the capability of printing bigger
Right.
pictures. So
And
I
then-
chose not to because
And then there
just never
is
use
a
it.
question about, does it work with cell phones? And some versions do.
yes, this one probably doesn't because it's a little older, but all the updated ones will work with cell phones.
And Kelly has one but never took it out of the box. So I would agree, you need to start using it. And you know, I still order photos when I know I'm
Yes.
just doing 4x6s because it costs a little bit less.
Yes, you don't want to print 150 pictures off of this machine. I I use Snapfish. There's lots and lots of
there's
different
of
photo.
Walmart,
Amazon
Walgreens.
even does it.
Donna is so funny. She said she cried a little bit when she found out Walgreens quit doing matte finishes.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
then
agree.
let's see, we got a couple more questions for you. Do you know how many pictures you can print on one ink cartridge?
A lot.
A lot.
I never have counted, but
It
the one
probably, if
I've
you go
had
out
in
to
here
Epson,
now.
If you go out to Epson.com, they'll probably be
Yeah.
able to tell you some of the statistics there.
Yeah.
And then Darlene is wondering, what do you use to edit your photos?
Again, I have the editing well, it's just a feature that when you load this onto my desktop, it lets me edit.
So
But
it's
I
part
do
of the
I do a
program.
lot of editing on my iPhone. If you go in,
I know that.
I
crop
never
photos and
used to
everything.
do that, and I do that now. Whether
It's a little easier,
So-
don't you think? Isn't it crazy that we are
Yes.
editing photos on our
So
iPhone?
if you were to go to like this picture, there's an edit button right there, and then I crop, and it will let you make it smaller. You can make your picture a little bigger. You can flip it. You can turn it. So go back
You can
and
change
there's
the color and
yeah.
straighten it. There's all
Yep.
kinds of things. So go to your iPhone, pull up your picture, and click on the edit button and just
Yep.
play around.
And again, on this machine, you can print black and white.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, or color on the same
With the app that
Yep.
you have.
on the same.
It's very user friendly.
It is.
Because I've got it too. So I will vouch with Diane that it's a great, great little photo printer.
So if you have an iPhone, you edit. I took these pictures last Saturday of Grant and Owie playing basketball. If we had a break, I would go in and edit
Just
them.
edit them right away.
And get rid of the ones I didn't want.
You know what, Diane? That is a huge tip. 'Cause
it
we
is.
take so many pictures
Yep.
and it gets overwhelming. So right from your phone, delete the ones that you know you don't want.
So that day, I probably took 20 pictures of them playing basketball, got rid of the ones I didn't want, and edited.
And you're
So
good to
they're
go.
all
You're still on the
edited.
ball.
And I'll put them on my desktop, and they're all ready to go. So
Well,
that's
this has
how
been
I
great.
keep up
Everybody
to date.
is loving it, and thank you so much for sharing your album that
You're
you've got
welcome.
going for the year,
Yep.
and the product that you use, and all the tips. And I just want to remind everybody that our Valentine sale goes through the weekend, and it's 30% off of our Valentine category. And I might just walk up there real quick and do a flash buy and give you a shout out. And then on Monday, Teresa's going to be back, and she'll be here with her Wheel of Color. And this month she's doing red. I'm going to sneak right by you gals if you don't mind. She's doing red this month, so she'll be having some fun layouts, and she'll be using the Simple Stories page pieces and page templates. So we have a great selection of Valentine available.
Oh.
If you're working on your Valentines. And
Not
we've
of
got
the
stamps
espresso
and dies
one,
and
but the other
embellishments. And
Okay.
and Kathy's reminding us that Tim Holtz is on tomorrow. So check out Tim Holtz. We do have
Okay,
his new
'cause I have
watercolor
one more
pencils.
here.
We have Scorched Timber and his new Love Note stamp. So have a great, wonderful rest of the day
No,
and
I
the
don't think
weekend, and we'll
so.
see you on Monday.